How's it feel to be on the other side of the interviewing panel?
No, pretty good actually.
Oh, good, good. All right, I thought this could be a great opportunity to seriously ask Choco a few questions about himself and his footy career. You ready?
Yeah, hit me, Maz, hit me.
Hit ya.
No lie detector, is there?
No lie detector. All right, do you want to give us a brief, and I emphasise brief, outline of your footy career from juniors to seniors?
Played juniors with St Mary's right through from 13s through to 15s. Then went on cross to play with Lalbert, obviously the affiliation between St Mary's and Lalbert. Then I played 2 years with Lalbert and then went across to Swan Hill, obviously doing year 12 and stuff, so it was a lot easier to play at Swan Hill. Then moved to Melbourne for university and extended schooling and played with D. Lasalle in the amateurs, grade Amos. And then was fortunate enough to be recruited back to Warraneen to Warraneen in 2003. Played most of my career at Warraneen, then ended up having a year at Maribet, which was pretty good, and then came back to Warraneen and have been there ever since.
Great. So how many senior clubs have you played for, all up?
Well, I played seniors at Lalbert, Swan Hill, D-La, Maribet, and Warraneen, so it's a few senior clubs.
It's quite an exclusive list there, Choco. So if you were to add up all your senior footy games, not just the ones at Warraneen, the 150 at Warraneen, how many do you think you'd have under your belt?
Probably well over 200, I think, Maz.
Wow.
Yeah, well over 200. I was fortunate enough to play a lot of senior footy as a junior, but yeah, majority of my senior footy career was played at Warraneen.
Good, good. Tell us about your toughest opponent you've ever played against in senior footy.
Toughest opponent, I'd have to say probably. Oh, geez, that's a tough one. Wouldn't say. I really can't tell you that one.
You've beaten them all.
No, I wouldn't have beaten them all. I've had probably the toughest opponent I did play is when I was playing with DLR. I actually played on Dane Swan.
Oh, there you go.
And he gave me a bit of a bath.
You'd expect him to, wouldn't
Yeah, he kicked 4 goals on me that day. So, yeah, he was a pretty tough opponent.
Okay. What about your most highlighted best on ground performance?
Probably would have to be my debut game with Warraneen.
Yep. What was so good about it?
Played Barham at Barham, and I kicked 4 goals on debut, so it was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
Good, good.
It's probably the only game I've played good with Warraneen, I think.
Right, Choc. Is it true in your junior days you once beat Salisa Yui in a league best and fairest?
Yeah, I did. In '95, I won the under-15 league BNF convincingly.
Good on you. Do you want to fill us in on that year and why you were so successful in that year?
Yeah, just a young footballer who took his footy pretty serious, and I was fortunate enough to have my dad as umpire.
I'm sure that had nothing to do with it.
No, but he was actually the goal umpire, so people don't realise that he was the goal umpire, not the central umpire.
Right, Choco,
Yep.
as sports people, we know how important it is
Yep.
to respect our umpires. Do you think the umpires have looked after you?
No.
No. Okay. Well, we know you're never short of a word then.
Yep.
Yep. What's been your best sledge on the field?
I actually had a crack at the other guy the other day. I said, mate, you're not going to eat me, are you?
What was he doing?
Oh, he had a crack at Mackie, and I didn't like it, so I just went over and said to him, yeah, mate, to ease up. He was a bit overweight, so, yeah.
All right, talk to us about your most memorable footy moment.
Memorable footy moment would have been probably last year's grand final. To play with to actually win a premiership with Warraneen was probably the most highlight of my footy career.
Good. What do you love most about the Warraneen Football Netball Club?
The people and the culture, I think. It's just, yeah, look, it was pretty hard going across the play at Maribet because I just always knew that Warraneen was home for me. But, you know, I enjoyed my time at Maribet, I really did. It was a great club, but Warraneen, just the people, just fantastic, and we all just get in, and we're just like one big family, and it's like, you know, they just, yeah, it's just great.
We are unique. We are unique. Well, Choco, what there's 150 games is a pretty good effort at the one club. Is there anyone you'd like to thank for helping you get to these 150 games at the club?
Oh, no, there's a fair few people there, and I don't want
Now's
to
your chance. Go on.
reel off.
5 most important.
5 most important people, obviously my wife and kids is probably the one. So Jane puts up with a fair bit of crap, and she's always there to pick me up. So she'll give me a kick in the backside if I'm not behaving or doing the wrong thing. So mum and dad, obviously, and the family, but just everyone at the footy club. You know, it doesn't matter who they are or how long they've been there. You know, they just seem to, if something's wrong, they'll come over and put their arm around you and say, you know, what's going on, how you been? But just everyone. I've been fortunate enough to have family, friends, everyone play at that club. So it's a great club, and everyone needs to be thanked. It's brilliant. I love them.
Well, thanks, Choco, and, you know, thank you for all that you do. Not only have you played 150 games at the club, but we know you do so much around the club and off the footy field, and you know the 150 games are just one of the things that show your pride and commitment to the Warraneen Football Club. So thanks for joining us for On the Couch with Maz.
Thanks, Maz. I really appreciate the time, and yeah, very good. Thank you very much.
We will fly way up high where the cold wind blows, or in the sun, laughing, having fun with all the people that she knows. And if the situation should keep us separated, you know the world won't fall apart, and you will free the beautiful bird that's caught inside your heart. Can't you hear